All right. First live stream on Elite Team Travel Adventures, guys. Thank you so much for those of you who have supported the channel and the content and who have been watching my videos, not only on this particular page, but also on Tactical Ashigarami TV as well. And also Rashid Matthews Hall Fitness. And we do have the podcast page coming up as well. There's quite a few things coming up that I'm really excited about. It's been a crazy year, a wild year. And man, like I literally just had maybe several weeks, just not several weeks, but just a couple of weeks so far to pretty much decompress after what has been a pretty crazy overall year, right? So we're still trying to get a whole bunch of people more over towards this fan base. This page for me is relatively new, even though there's a lot of pre-recorded content on this page. So I figure the majority of the people that are going to see this, you'll probably see it as a monetized pre-recording, and that's fine too. So for those of you guys who are new, and whether you've been watching the page or not, or if you're seeing me for the first time, welcome to Elite Team Travel Adventures. This is the whole concept of the page. Pretty much started from just me being in Japan, and then originally creating a page for Instagram to get a lot of viewership and to just to get people to kind of see some of the stuff I was seeing, you know, not only pretty much in Japan, but just from a perspective of me, traveling and stuff like that, and just as a way to just pretty much just to vlog and to get a lot of things out. So that's what the whole premise of the page was, and to just kind of have a separate platform apart from the sports shooting or fitness or whatever the case is, and just overall general experiences, right? So at the moment, I currently live in Japan right now. I'm working as a teacher or as an ALT in Japan, whatever the case is. I've done ALT work in advertisement very briefly for a company when I was in Osaka. Currently, I'm in the Kanto area right now, and also uh, I worked as an Eikaiwa teacher for about 1 year, but roughly kind of moving up and down, throughout the three major areas of Japan. And then before that, some of you may know me from Jiu-Jitsu, and I competed in Japan from 2014 to 2018. At the moment, for me, I'm currently looking into, trying to get back into the sport of Jiu-Jitsu. From a recreational standpoint, I don't know about competing or if I'd be open to competing again. It's something that I have definitely thought about before in the past, but it's something that sometimes I think about it. I think about the positive aspects of being involved in those type of sports, right? And just the overall fitness and lifestyle. Like it's really good to get involved in that, but overall, a lot of the times it's man, it's interesting, yeah, it's definitely something that I'm going to explore again. This trip that I just had, literally a few days ago, definitely opened up my eyes to a lot, and it was just fun. So for those of you guys who um who I got a chance to meet, if you're on here, if you watch the videos or whatever the case is, thank you so much for making the experience really good. It was really awesome. I was so stressed out after just pretty much dealing with a lot of situations for a whole entire year. At just one particular location in the ward, and then literally now just kind of being back in here. Uh, it's like it's just wow. I got the chance to go out there. Um, and the cool thing about it is that IG for the most part is really, I would say, right now pretty much way more developed than what it was even several years ago. super developed. I noticed a lot of new businesses there, a lot of stuff opening up, a lot of land being worked on, a lot of new houses, and it will always be, what it is. And it's just a place that's just really calm. It's not as busy as Tokyo, which I think is very good. So I think for people who are looking to come to Japan, everybody always flocks to the major cities for, work opportunities or whatever the case is. But my honest opinion, if you come from a big city like me, because I'm from New York, your best bet is to go into the rural area, I think, and to just kind of learn the culture a little bit before you go into the city. Because, just kind of coming here and just going in straight into the city environment, it gets a little bit grimy. And I think it's good to kind of break yourself in the right way by learning the language first. But yeah, um, this last trip, man, it was amazing. As you guys saw on the page, I spent like literally the first couple of days, just eating really good food and doing a lot of workouts, training, and filming some content for the other YouTube page, which is Tactical Ashigarami TV. So, at the moment, we're still building up content on all the other pages. And as far as Life in Japan podcast is concerned, I know I posted a little bit on there as well, and I didn't get a chance to really to film those first couple of episodes that I wanted to just yet. So the goal is for this year is to finish the content on that page. And once that content is done, for the most part, there will be some merchandise that will be released and that will be worked on and released and fully produced for that particular brand. And then we can focus on more the podcast side. But that's, in between all the work obligations and things that I'm going to have to deal with in the next few weeks. So that's going to be something that is going to be very interesting, right? So we'll see where that's going to take us. But throughout the way, definitely, if I get a chance to do anything, for sure, like the content will be up on here, and I should be back in the United States sometime this year. I don't know exactly when. I want to put a date on it. I want to say summer, but I don't. Once work is pretty much died down, I'm gonna have stuff to do in the summer as well. And then sometimes I always say like I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do this, and then I wind up not having the time. And I really hope that nobody takes that any type of way. Okay, for all my Japanese friends, okay, choto gomen nasai. Okay, this is gonna be entirely in English, and maybe with 2% of Nihongo, not that much. And for the other viewers of the channel, you know where I stand where it comes to um, all these other topics, man. And it's like literally, I got here. Today's what? It's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. I got here Sunday, and I was like so depressed, like post trip depression. You go back to an environment you like so much, and you go back home, and then you're just tired. You don't want to do anything. That's kind of how I felt, you know. And man, it was like wow. It's like yo, what did I do, right? And and yeah, it was interesting. So I came back. I just unpacked, slept a lot, and then I lifted literally yesterday. Went to the gym. Everything was like super crowded. I'm like, man, I don't know how you guys do it in big cities. Oh, like in Asia, it's so different. It's like in maybe it's different for me because in New York is like I know so many locations that I can go to sort of to navigate certain things I don't like. But it's like in Japan, if you don't know about a lot of places, it's like you're definitely you're limited in that to that kind of capacity because you want to sort of engage in things that are really fun, but at the same time, you don't want to deal with all of the commotion and the stress and everything like that. It can get really annoying. at certain points. So yeah, it's interesting, but I'd say living in the Kanto area is, from an amenity standpoint, it's really good because like you have access to so many different things. Like literally Tokyo was like 2 minutes from like my house. I go right over the river and I'm in Tokyo. Just being in Kawasaki. But then it's just like you go to Tokyo. Tokyo's so wide, right? There's so many different neighborhoods. You have the really good places that people go to, and then you have places where that are not so popular, and you have places that are super crowded. Um, it's wild. It is wild, man. Living over here, but then in Aichi, right? It's just generally good food, good community. I think, in my opinion, maybe I'm biased, maybe I'm wrong. I posted up on Twitter, and then someone was just like, "Yeah, well, that's not true because there's nothing to do there." But I think, in my opinion, literally, Aichi has probably the best, if not one of the best communities in Japan. 100%. A lot of people will look at what I'm saying or will say, well, you know what? Well, what do you know, right? You're just a foreigner. But for those of you guys that don't know, right? When I first came to Japan, I didn't come to Japan as a teacher saying that, okay, well, I'm going to come to this country and I like anime. So I'm going to, read some anime comics and some manga and, watch some Japanese, whatever you want to call it a day, and then decide and then say, yeah, I want to come to this country, and then decide to, work and dedicate my life and do all this kind of stuff like that. It's like, no. You know me, originally my background was jujitsu. I was training jujitsu for a long time in the United States, in New York, right out of Renzo Gracie team, in Manhattan and Brooklyn. For those of you guys who know New York City, I'm from Brooklyn, and I spent a lot of my time training in Manhattan. So initially, when I spoke to my first coach in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, right, we had this conversation about, let's say, we're in 2024, so almost 11 years ago. And I literally told him, I said, look, what I want to do is I want to compete in Jiu Jitsu in Japan. At that time, I just pitched the idea. Mind you, this is like October or November of 2013, over 10 years ago. Literally the year after that, I did a whole entire training camp for my first ever tournament in Japan. And that was November, I think, 7th to the 9th or 10th of 2014, right? So yeah, literally by November of this year, that'll be 10 years. So that's what that whole situation was. I literally did, like, I was 23 or 22 at that time. Right now I'm 32. I did a whole literally 3-month training camp for that tournament. Got up in the morning, woke up in the morning, ran 7 miles, swam 2 miles, right? And then I would train in the evening for about 2 or 3 hours of straight jujitsu nonstop, on top of strength and conditioning for that during the week, for literally 12 weeks, right? And when I came out here to compete, it was like, that was it, right? So after that first time, that's when I came here. I won my bronze medal, fought hard, met good people, met my ex, and did all these things. And then literally the year after that, that's when I started to come in back and forth. You started to see me here, Nagoya Open, Asian Open, Dumao Cup. I was in and out of Aichi and Tokyo. When I would come 2015, 2016, 2017, I would literally spend maybe 2 or 3 weeks tops in Tokyo, and then go down to Aichi, and I'm there for like 2 months. Ask anybody who knew me at that time. That's how my split was. So I spent the majority of my time when I was here in Aichi, way before I lived here. This is before 2019, before 2018. So a good while ago. So I have like I said on the on Instagram, I have a wide array of experience that nobody knows about, that I rarely talk about on Instagram. I barely go live on Instagram on my main page. My big page has like 150,000 followers. I never ever go on my platform or talk about my experience in Japan or talk badly on Japan. But if somebody has a conversation with me, I'm going to tell them the truth about my experiences. I'm not going to hide anything for anybody. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. I mean, I'm from New York. I'm Jamaican, yes, but I'm not going to, sort of hide my true feelings and my thoughts for anybody to covet anyone's, thing. I'm going to burst your bubble and that's it. Sniffing so much, this allergy season is killing me right now. But yeah, so just to kind of get that straight, that's my knowledge based on the communities comes from living here and being here and having been involved in so much. So I have a good comparative view on the different environments, right? Because then my first time when I moved here, when I first came to Japan, and I was working in Osaka, right, from 2019 to 2020, it was decent. But at the same time, COVID hit. My company said, "Hey, you know what? We lost a contract for Sakai City, so okay, so you guys are gonna find employment." And both I and my friend, we decided to move, and he went to Saitama, and then I was in Aichi. And then I was in Aichi for what? 2 years, from 2020 to 2022, right? The funny thing is, I had a situation at a school that I was working at that involved race, right? So that's going to be a conversation for another video. But to make a long story short, I wound up going to where did I go? I was in Osaka. This is 2022, right? Relocated, now I'm in Osaka, doing a whole bunch of different things. Involved. I'm working for this company. For those of you guys who know about a company in Osaka, a car called Nova. Yeah, I did work for them. While I was working for them, I applied for another company that specialized in advertisement, and they accepted my application. But this was a company that had a big earning potential. They still do. I think for people who want to get involved in, their company and what they're doing. And yeah, man, they're still there. The lady who I spoke to, who was the CEO, she was really nice at that time. And yeah, she decided to give me, employment as what was I? An account executive, right? Which was fun. A lot of people didn't take me seriously though, because I'm foreign. I don't look like somebody who is in that business league, right? So, but other than that, I had an issue there as well, and then that didn't last too long, and I wound up having to move up. So it was at that time either go back to Aichi, which I wanted to. This is like 2 years ago almost, or go to Kanto and try to figure out something. So here I am, and it's funny. I literally have orientation tomorrow for my company, and there's a couple things I need to do anyway. But you get the drift. So yeah, Japan is there's a whole lot of things here going on. If you do want to consider living here, that's you need to be kind of sort of up on that information if that's something that you want to do. And that's the reason why I decided to create Life in Japan podcast. So the goal is to get real content on there. I think that's very helpful for people that are looking, that are thinking about coming over here to live. And we want to get that information on that page. So that way, the people can get a very good idea in terms of what it really takes to live here, because it takes a whole lot. It's not as easy as people think. And when you look at content on YouTube and Facebook, they tend to glamorize a lot of stuff. So that's what the whole purpose of that is. But yeah, it should be fun. For those of you guys who will watch this, don't forget to hit the like button. And I know I'm just kind of rambling on, but this is just a live where a first live. I'm sorry, the first live for the page, and I'm just kind of rambling on. But anyway, yeah, this is the first live to just kind of get some thoughts out. Welcome to the page. You know who I am already, and be sure to drop a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And I want to make some more lives on here, definitely in the future for sure. Just in reference to different topics. But the whole point is, like, that particular type of content is very important. There's a lot of value and truth there if you're interested in coming over here, and we have a platform that we're going to dedicate for that. So what we want to do is we want to provide the best content for you that's informative. 100%. So back to my trip. So Aichi, what were some of the things that I did so here's a big one. So also getting back to jujitsu, training jujitsu for the first time in 4 years, right? So the last time I literally picked up a gi was during, I think, COVID in 2020, and I got the chance to do that literally during that trip, which is like a few days ago. And man, it was amazing. Shout outs to David Yoshida from Aichi, who is the man behind Hexera Airsoft Arena. If you guys don't know anything about Hexera Airsoft, go ahead and type in Hexera, that's Hexera, into Google, and you'll see all the stuff you need come up, all the information. Go and check out their Twitter, website, Instagram, YouTube, everything. Check it all out. The guy who helped me out, he's amazing. He's been an amazing friend for the last several years, and we have promoted each other sort of in a way where, my page is where it is right now. Some of you guys know, Tactical Ashigarami TV, and he was able to kind of get that to where it was by facilitating the right environment to make the best content for Airsoft for me. So he's the guy, and I'm very grateful for everything he's done for me. So I was able to train at his academy, and his instructor, let me tell you, that guy is a legendary guy. If you guys saw some of the videos, his teacher, I'm really, one of the things I really regret that I didn't get a chance to do was I didn't vlog like the whole entire experience inside of the gym, because that was just insane. Just going there and just kind of being there, training with someone whose name in Japan definitely has a lot of weight. I didn't know who he was. I just heard some stories, but yeah, this guy is a 5th degree black belt under Barboza, right? For those of you guys who know who Barboza is in Sao Paulo, he is a big dog who has trained some of the best. For you jiu-jitsu guys who know about jiu-jitsu, Barboza lineage, you got Murillo Santana, the Miao brothers, the late Leandro Lo, RIP, who passed away. So many top guys in jiu-jitsu. So that's strong lineage. I got a chance to roll with him, spar with his black belt, spar with some of his students, and it was fun, man. And I will be back there again for sure. I brought the gi. Where the gi is somewhere over here. I got the belt, As a matter of fact, let me show you guys my belt. Let me get my belt real quick. Show you guys something. So you guys can see something legit. All right. So I don't have my medals. My medals are literally in New York right now, right? So this is my brown belt, okay? You guys can see that. That's my name in katakana. It says Rashido, okay? And this is my family name, okay? So when I came to Japan, literally, what was 2018, when I won my last set of gold medals competing in jiu-jitsu here. I got this belt engraved. I have several other engraved belts. I have another engraved belt. Actually, let me get the other belt. I got one more. There it is. Right? Yeah, this belt right here, which is the training belt, has the same engravings. I got two of these belts engraved right here from Isami Fight Shop. So this one is my training belt. Notice it says Isami, okay? This is from the Isami Fight Shop in Nagoya, Japan, near Yabacho. And I got both of these belts engraved. Look at that, look at that. You see that? You see how cool that is? You see that? Gold engravings, okay? This is jiu-jitsu. I got both of these belts engraved in 2018 when I won my last Dumao title in Aichi, in Aoyama Budokan, okay? So I have other engraved belts that are not here in Japan. My other ones are in New York. I got those belts engraved when I won my first national title in 2016, okay? And that medal is on Instagram. I don't have that medal right on me right now. That medal is tucked away in a nice place. Maybe one day I'll bring it back to Japan if I decide to move here. But yeah, yeah, it was a big accomplishment. When I won my first national title in Minatoku, right here in Tokyo, in 2016. I got several engraved belts plus a Mizuno, which was a gift for a black belt. One of my best friend, Chris Raymond. Some other stuff, some patches and things like that that are on a gi that's back home in New York. And then literally in 2018, when I won my last title, I got a katana. I got this belt, which is my comp belt. So I brought this belt with me on my trip. I'm wearing this in the picture on Instagram and on YouTube and on social media. And I have this one. And I have other engraved belts, just so you guys know. So anyway, taking it back to this guy who I trained with. So I think his name is Fukuzumi. So he has a school in Nagoya. Man, this school is in like the area that it's in Nagoya. It's in Nonami, near Nonami Station. This area is like literally the best area I've ever seen in Japan. Huge river. You got these houses, man. Nice lake. Everything set up really good. When I got off the train, I was walking towards his gym. I'm like, wow, man, like this gym is literally the best gym I've ever seen. Went in there, got a whole bunch of love, trained with some good guys, went out, it was perfect. I'll definitely, if I get a chance to go back this summer, I'm definitely gonna go back and bring my gis for sure, and I'm gonna roll. The goal right now is there's a couple of schools nearby me here. The goal is to find which area is the best one, which environment is the best, and get right back on the map. So that's literally gonna like right after this orientation tomorrow. I'm just, I'm on the computer or on the phone setting up these those trial classes, and I'm literally gonna be going right back to jiu-jitsu, and that's gonna be the whole goal. So it was jiu-jitsu. Also, I got some good workouts in as well. They have some really nice gyms near in the Tokai area because that's where I used to live. And there's a really nice gym in Chita. There's a nice gym in Oe City in Nagoya where you can go. And the thing I love about these gyms is that for me, outside of the ones that I've seen in Tokyo, they're almost never crowded. So you can legit go over there and get a workout in like an hour or less. It's never crowded. It takes a while to get there, right? That's understood. But once you get in there, man, it's nice. I'm telling you, the whole entire experience is really good, and the facilities are clean. There's no you have to worry about any boneheadedness. Like it's just so good, man. So the environments were great. The amenities were great. The hotel I was in was nice. I had 2 meals a day, so I ate really good. In the morning, I would get like a nice like your buffet style breakfast. Um, you know, chill out, go to the gym or wherever I was going in the morning, whatever the case was. In the evenings, you got uh, what like a 3 course dinner, Japanese style. I had ramen. Oh, what's that? Those noodles called again? I had man, literally all like this. I had so much things, especially Aichi food, bro. And the funny thing is, like I can't even remember everything I had, and I don't know everything I had literally, but I had a soba, eel, and some other stuff. Like literally every day was something new. So most of it I got on camera. So I was able to record some short videos that are up on this channel as well, and some that are on the Instagram page. So go ahead and check that out. And then of course me and Michi went to a Brazilian restaurant, which was really great. I'll be back there again as well, more than likely. And yeah, man, and my hotel had an indoor onsen, like that indoor bath. I didn't have to go to a public bath. I could literally go home after training, wash my clothes, eat, finish, and then go in the onsen. No problem. This is the Kanto Hotel. Okay. So they don't pay me to say I'm not no one is paying me to say their name on my YouTube channel or on my social media. If you're staying in Aichi, if you're staying in Tokai, Kato Hotel, the Kanto Hotel. Go make your reservation. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's the place. Literally 2 minutes from Otagawa Station, and I was everywhere. Nagoya, Chita, Nagate. Well, I do have some places I want to go to when I go back, but man, super cool. The last time that I stayed in Nagoya, I was in Fushimi. During that trip, it was I think in the winter time, and the place I stayed at had indoor Indian cuisine, so it was like a good mix of everything. But sometimes you don't want the Indian, you don't want the naan, you don't want the curry, you want something new. So that's what I was into. So yeah, man, Kanto Hotel, bro. That place is nice. My nose is killing me. I'm just wiping my nose like a coke fiend. I'm not a coke fiend. I'm a model citizen. YouTube. Anyways, yeah. Oh man, this trip was super fun. I enjoyed it so much. The training, the workouts, the food, going out. I didn't get to go to Nagoya that much. So maybe next time when I get a chance to go back, I'm gonna definitely go back to Nagoya and I'm gonna, see everybody and eat everything that I want and try and do as much as I want to next time, man, for sure. And the cool thing about um the last place I stayed at too was I got to meet a lot of people outside of the mainland Japan. So like some people from Fukuoka, wherever the case was, and they were coming out of traveling or were there for business, and I got a chance to meet them too. So that was super cool. And maybe next time I'll get some more souvenirs. The souvenirs I sort of got are kind of more airsoft related, so I can't really show them here, right? It's not a good idea to show that on this channel for sure. Definitely not on YouTube, but they are on. They are patches actually. They're on my plate carrier. So if you watch my other YouTube channel, TAC TV, you'll see that that'll be on there for sure. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be nice, man. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. So yeah, I should be doing more lives more often. I don't do enough lives. I'm gonna go live a lot on this channel, especially when I'm on break. I'm gonna be going live on this channel. And then for the other ones, there'll be specific times depending on what I'm doing where I'll go live, on depending on the environment or the situation for sure. But we're gonna do more live streams. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. We're back officially back in Kanto. I'll be back at work, in a few weeks, but I have orientation tomorrow. So I'm just like whatever. Just kind of bouncing around right now with energy. And I'm gonna cook it and do a workout later. But that's what it is. And yeah, I had a lot on my mind. Yesterday I was so tight. Went to the gym. It's crowded in Megiddo. I'm like, oh my God, man. I want to be in Cheetah. I don't want to be here, but I gotta get back to reality. But yeah, man, guys, welcome to the page. I also have some more content I'm gonna be posting on here as well. So feel free to check that out, right? This will not be the last live, so definitely, make yourselves at home and don't forget to share and comment and do all that good jazz, man. So I'll be off here. What time is it right now? It is, I think it's not late, but I need to do some stuff. So we're gonna cut the live here, and who knows, maybe we'll do another one soon. So be on the lookout. I will probably post maybe the next live. I might do a story post on the Instagram, and then we'll do a live on Instagram first, and then we'll do the same thing. Then we'll do a live on YouTube. So guys, thank you so much. Keep supporting the page. See you soon.